It's that time once again. Pick 6 presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. We're going to give you the 6 best picks of the week with my buddy, Maurice Jones-Drew. You sucked last week. You were 2-4. You were wrong on Seattle, Chicago, Washington, and Arizona.
You don't think I knew that watching the games? Like, I was like, oh, this is not good for your boy.
I wasn't much better, by the way. I went 3-3. So your season record is 35-19.
Okay.
I'm 34-20.
All right. That's all I need to hear. It's time to go. I'm locked in, ready to go. Go ahead. First game.
All right, you're locked in, ready to go. Here we go with MJD. Thursday Night Football. Colts at my Titans. And the Colts, after a rough start to the season, they're exactly where I thought they would be at the midpoint. They're halfway to 10 wins. Their defense is excellent. They're holding running backs to 3.3 yards per carry, which is tied for the best in the NFL. That all being said, they can contain Derrick Henry. They're going to keep him probably under 100 yards. But I just feel like Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown are clicking. Jonnu Smith has turned into a weapon. The Titans' defense got better. They allowed a field goal through 55 minutes against the Bears last week and give up a couple late touchdowns. I'm going with the Titans here, 27-24.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Titans too. And it has less to do with what the Titans are doing. It's more like Phillip Rivers just...
You're not sold.
I'm not sold. I mean, he has good games. He has bad games. They're going to turn the ball over as a Colts offense. And if you do that against this Titans team, they're going to wear you down. Yes, I'm going to take the Titans and Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry gets 100 yards this game. And I think this may be one of his big, especially a short week. This is going to be a big game for him.
You think he's going to go off? You are on the Derrick Henry train the rest of the way.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, once November hits, it's just Derrick Henry time. Thanksgiving is about when he starts to get rolling. It's almost time for that turkey.
All right, 2 of us going with the Titans here. Philadelphia at the Giants. 2 teams with terrible records. The Eagles, the best team in that division. They're going to be hosting a playoff game.
And the Eagles are healthy.
And they're getting healthy. You're right. Miles Sanders, Alshon Jeffrey.
Their defense has been lights out. They've been struggling offensively.
The Giants have won 2 games that's both been against Washington. Both of them. I don't think this is even good. I'm actually picking the Eagles here to win 28-21. I don't even think it's going to be that close.
Yeah, I'm going to. The last time they played was close. I'm picking the Eagles too, though. I think Carson Wentz and company, they'll find their way back. I think their defense, they kind of know how to shut them down. If it wasn't for that stumble for Daniel Jones, I think the Giants might have won it. But this is a different ball game now.
Houston 2-6 at Cleveland 5-3. The Browns fighting for a playoff spot. I think we're really going to find out in the next 3 weeks if they're going to get there, because they're playing the Texans this week, then the Eagles and the Jags. If they can win 2 out of those 3 games, I think they're on their way to the postseason. They're coming off a bye week. They're the healthiest they've been in a long time, Cleveland.
Still without OBJ, though. And they don't look good without OBJ.
But Chubb's going to be coming back soon. Wyatt Teller, their talented guard, going to be playing. Austin Hooper's going to be back. I got the Browns. I know we love Deshaun Watson. I know you think that the Texans are still going to win the division. Not really. You said that a couple weeks ago. I'm going to bring that up until the end of the year. I'm going Browns double-digit win here.
Okay, so this is where it's gonna get ugly for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Houston.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go Houston because of Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna go Houston because I think this game is gonna come down to who can throw the ball, and I don't believe in Baker Mayfield and his throwing ability. It's just been too up and down. You have to be consistent in this league. And early in the podcast, we were talking about Deshaun Watson's fantasy output. Now he's thrown for 300 yards in the last 5 or 6 games?
5 or 6, yeah.
Like that Browns secondary gives up touchdowns and yards, and so I think I'm gonna go with Houston. I just believe in Deshaun Watson. It may not be their year because they got a lot of turmoil going on in their organization, but Deshaun Watson is the truth, and he's gonna will this team to victories, and he'll continue to do that. And I think this is gonna be one of those times where they take over.
So this next game it's going against everything I talked about earlier, because I said the Dolphins are who we thought they were. And I'm picking the Chargers to beat the Dolphins because the NFL's weird. It's just weird. And the Chargers are due. And the Dolphins are looking for their 5th straight win. This game has upset written all over it. Gus Bradley's going to drop a little something special for Tua.
Gus is going to run the same defense he's always been running.
They've been blitzing a lot.
He's going to run the same exact defense he's been running.
I feel like the Chargers are going to get off the snide.
I know Gus.
Yeah.
And I know the Los Angeles Chargers. And right now they're finding ways to lose. No matter as good as they play, they find a way to lose every the last 4 or 5 weeks. Are you?
That was close to a catch at the end of the game.
And it hit the ground. It's close to a catch, but it hits the ground, right? You're going against the Broncos. You had the Broncos beat.
I know.
So with that
being said, I'm not even a Chargers fan.
Don't feel bad because I want you to pick them. I'm going to take the Dolphins and Tua because they're going this way and the Chargers are going this way right now. And it has nothing to do with anything else. They're just finding ways to lose right now. And so for me, where the Dolphins are finding a way to win, and you see that blitz package that they bring, they play zero coverage, and they're getting to the quarterback. Emmanuel Ogbah was the second strip sack, fumble. Then they return it for a touchdown, right. And then like that to me is telling you that they're figuring things out. And as much as I love Keenan Allen this week in fantasy, I just think that they're going to bring a ton of pressure. And they're going to have to, if you're going to beat the Miami Dolphins, you have to run the ball. And that's why I think, Tua and them are going to, come out and do their thing.
Oh, I like this is where we're getting different. I think we're going to be in disagreement on this one as well. Bills 7-2 at the Cardinals, who are 5-3. We're going to see a lot of points in this game. This total jumped by 7 points from the open, and I think it's going to be the most entertaining game of the weekend with Josh Allen and Kyler Murray. Both teams have some issues on defense. Bills obviously coming off that huge statement win against the Seahawks. I just feel like they're ripe for a letdown on the road, and the Bills have a bye week coming up. Not that they're overlooking the Cardinals. I'm believing in Kyler.
You can't overlook DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray.
No, of course you're not.
You can't overlook Budda Baker. You can't overlook them.
And that's why I'm picking the Cardinals.
That's why?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Bills. I'm going to tell you why. Because I just believe the Bills play a different brand of football. The AFC plays a different brand of football than the NFC. And right now the Bills are 2-0 against two of the top teams in the NFC West. Right? Yep. 2-0. And handily got after them. Now, I know they were in Buffalo and they were at home. And I think Kyler Murray is going to do some good things. But has he seen this type of coverage before? Has he seen cover two where literally you have to be patient and check the ball down? Is he willing to do that? You have to also be able to recognize when the blitz is coming and where it's coming from because they're finding ways to pressure the quarterback too. And let's remember, they have Ed Oliver. They have guys that can get after the quarterback as well that are just as fast or have played in the same, similar played Kyler Murray in college. So I think to me, I just like the Bills right now. I just think they're playing a really good brand of football, and I think that's important right now. Where the Cardinals are still all over the place. Like, how does DeAndre Hopkins not have a catch in the first half?
That is crazy. That's
not the brand of football that I believe in.
I'm just fully on board with Kyler at this point, and I just feel like if Bills are a better football team than the Cardinals, I just think the Cardinals get the win here. Right. Another couple of pretty good football teams. Seahawks at the Rams. Your Rams.
The Ram.
I'm picking the Seahawks here only because I know you have to pick the Rams.
I don't have to pick the Rams.
Yeah, of course you won't pick against the Rams all year.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
If I think it's a game that I don't think they'll win, I'll pick against them. I don't have a problem doing that.
Chiefs, Rams?
I'm definitely picking the Chiefs.
Okay. Just checking.
But the last time they played, the Rams won, so that would go against me doing that. So I probably would pick the Rams in that situation again. I think if the Rams played Baltimore, I'd pick Baltimore.
Okay. But they're playing the Seahawks.
They're playing the Seahawks. I'm gonna pick the Rams. The NFC West is all about matchups. All about matchups. It's crazy how the Niners can throttle the Rams, but they struggle against the Cardinals because they match up differently. They struggle against the Seahawks because they match up differently. But the Rams, since Sean McVay's been there, hasn't lost to the Cardinals. And they've pretty 2 games, or they're 4-2 against the Seahawks right now. And those 2 games were a drop touchdown by Cooper Kupp to seal the game to win it, and then a missed field goal on Thursday Night Football. So, to me, this is a game where, especially with the secondary is giving up all those yards. Are you checking the stats?
No, I'm just looking at the schedule actually for the Rams right now.
They have a tough one, but I think this is just a matchup game that fits them perfectly, and they come out victorious in LA on this one.
Dude, the Rams schedule: Seahawks at Bucks.
Yeah.
Seahawks at Bucks, and then you have the 49ers, Cardinals. Wow.
It's a tough schedule.
That's brutal.
But the Niners aren't that good anymore. They're beat up. Kittle's out and Garoppolo's out for the year, so you're okay with that. Like I told you, the Cardinals, they beat the Cardinals. Aaron Donald dominates the Cardinals. Aaron Donald dominates the Seattle Seahawks. So the key is, can you find a way to score points? The toughest game I would say down that stretch is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the toughest one. Other ones, I feel like the Rams have the opportunity to go 7-1 in these last 8 games.
7-1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it starts with the Seahawks, and I'm picking the Seahawks. You're picking the Rams. We have some differences this week. Good luck to you, my friend.
Good luck, bro.
I hope you do well.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't.